right, welcome to the Patriot Hour for Friday, August 2nd, 2019. I am Michael, your host. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by, folks. We know you are busy in your day-to-day schedules, but it is Friday, right? Thank God it's Friday. All right, we got some Q we're going to jump into. A couple of them, we might go a few more back. I had some questions coming in. Some people are curious. They want explanations or more in-depth analysis, which is hard to do sometimes, but we're going to jump into them anyway and do the best we can. All right, a couple different videos coming out here this morning throughout the afternoon, so make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're subscribed if you're new to the channel. If this is your very first video, we're jumping into some Q posts. What is Q? What is QAnon? Take a look around the channel, folks. Tons of videos. Take a look around the World Wide Web. You're going to find all kinds of stuff. But here at the Patriot Hour, we always encourage you to think for yourself, collect your own dots, do all the research you can, listen to everybody, watch everything you can, read everything you can, but believe none of it. Don't believe a lick of it until you can verify it in your own right, folks. All right, whether it's with your head, your heart, your gut. You're going to come to your best conclusion looking at tons of information and use your discernment, chew the meat, spit out the bone, come to your best conclusions based off all of the facts. Okay, folks, here we go. We're going to jump in right here. Okay, where do we want to go? Real quick, 3565, Q links to the Pope's tweet on human trafficking. Let us pray that the Lord will free the victims of human trafficking and help us respond actively to cry for help of so many of our brothers and sisters who are deprived of their dignity and freedom. Hashtag end human trafficking. Hey, Francis, we are awake now, and you are in trouble. All right, all these people. Q sent us justice for the children. God wins. One of these men is on a mission from God to end pedophilia, and the other one is the Pope. There you go. I like that. Okay, George Papadopoulos, first demonstrable proof that there was no collusion coming today. That was on the 31st. See the Guardian article, how do you get ahead of the story? A little George Papa tweet here. Transcripts are out tomorrow, the first demonstrable proof to show that not only did we not collude, but the whole world was against us and Donald Trump. And he still won in 2016. When it's all said and done, the story will be of a global effort to take us down, and that backfired big time. This is truly a global effort. 3568, 24-hour false flag. This was on the 31st of July as well. 24-hour warning, be vigilant, see something, say something. Know your surroundings at all times. Got a bigger slam dunk charges coming for Comey, 3569. This one was baffling to people. DOJ will not prosecute Comey for leaking memos after IG referral sources. A lot of people were like, what? No charges? He's going to walk free now? Bigger slam dunk charges are coming. Slam dunk in the brackets, in the kill box. Public understanding of events just around the corner now. So what that means, folks, is if the government has 18 charges on you, and they're only going to charge you with 16 of them. There's a couple that are just so minute. And it's not like leaking is not minute. Well, it was not considered top secret. They weren't considered classified. It was confidential. Later to be marked upward, booted upward to the top secret or secret. But he did it beforehand. Regardless, not saying that that's nothing. But if you got treason charges and sedition charges and this charge, working with foreign government, there's so much more that he's getting, hundreds of years, maybe death penalty, and there's just, you don't need the misdemeanor of leaking a memo. It's just not worth the time, and that's what the news jumped on that came out. So Coates before D class, C comes before D. This is we all took that to be Comey. Coats before D class. The month of August is traditionally very hot. You have more than you know. So again, we never really knew what C meant. We took it to be Comey. We took it to be Comey. A lot of people did, maybe even myself, but you always got to be careful. And C could mean Coats, right? What is Coats? Was he like the director of the DNI? The month of August is traditionally very hot. You have more than you know. So, put that down. So again, folks, sometimes getting through these Q posts a little tricky, not meant for just as easy. You couldn't be doing this with the enemy here. The enemy is here. The enemy is watching the videos. The enemy are on the Q boards. They're looking, they're reading as well. You don't. And then we hear yesterday that the FBI has deemed QAnon on their list of, domestic terrorism or something. Well, that doesn't surprise me. If you look at what they don't do, I mean, look at Antifa. Is that on the list yet? No, it's not. And we all know that to be a very bad organization that follows a bad agenda. So don't be surprised with some of this stuff. Give me a second here. We're going to go notifications. So if we go in here, right here. So I was responding to James Comey. I love transparency. I just wait for facts before I talk about them. No, you don't. I'm confident the results of the IG will show honest public servants worked hard to protect this country from a threat to the president and his enablers won't acknowledge. And at me next time, bro. Talking to, I think, Jim Jordan. Why no IG pre-book deal to exploit and further trash the country? If you spy on Americans with made-up, paid-for dossier crap, then you are treasonous. You spooks in the FBI all promised you wouldn't do that. So you all lied. We don't need to hear any more lies from you. Drain the swamp. See what we're talking about here? We're going to get into that a little more, folks. I got my yard guy here for the sprinkler system. I got issues, so I need to go. They hear the dog barking. I know he's here. He texted. So I popped this off at the wrong time, but we'll keep it short and sweet. I got those read. I'll be back to analyze a few more, and I got some stories brought up that I need to go over. So make sure you're subscribed. And again, I'm Michael. This is the Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed to each and every one of you worldwide. Where we go one, we go all. I'll see you back here on the next Patriot Hour update video coming here real soon. You guys have a great morning into your afternoon.